Hey guys, it's Danny. You know me from Tacoma World. Maybe some of you guys are coming from there. Other guys just Googled the word Satoshi Grill mod. However you found me, you're here now. So what I'd like to talk about is my my Chrome billet Satoshi mod. The first thing I'd like to mention is that it's obviously not perfect. There's some imperfections that you can see if you get real close here. You can really spot them out, but they're hardly noticeable at anything farther than like 3 inches away from your face. So no, it's not 100% clean, and I'm probably not going to fool with it anymore because of how much this project pissed me off. And you'll have to apologize for some of the out of focus shots because it's a DSLR and it doesn't have autofocus. Plus, it'd be really annoying and loud to listen to. Yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit lighter than the rest of the truck, and it's not as glossy, which, you know, is fine. It does stick out a little bit, but the first time I laid down my gloss coat, it turned white and it really messed up the color. So I said, no, I'm not gonna glossify it too much, or however you pronounce it, whatever. But, you know, I think it looks great, especially for the amount of experience that I have, which is none. I have no experience with Bondo. I've got no experience with fiberglass. I've got no experience with resin. The only thing I know how to use is spray paint, and I even suffer to get that down right. But anyway, this is the original grill that came with the truck, and this is the reason I couldn't use this one, is because it wasn't deep enough. And plus, I ordered a replacement grill off of eBay, and it turned out to be really shitty and broken. Whatever, I cleaned it up as best I could. And then I wanted a spare grill to drive around in while I worked on this project in my garage for 2 friggin' weeks. And I got a little fan, you know, I got my lawn chair, some extra spray paint, and a radio. Um, yeah, the fan is all gray and whatnot from the excess spray paint. There's all the powder coat, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the basis for the spray paint is. All this painter's tape and whatnot, and it's just a big mess. Easily, this is easily about $100 worth of paint. It's no joke. That's over $100 worth of paint that I've wasted, more or less. And got here is the Bondo that I used to fill in the gaps after I dremeled the tool with the Dremel tool, whatever. And you know, the main things that I used: perfect match, car, magnetic gray. See if you can see this. I done goofed. I didn't know there was a difference between the Phantom gray and the magnetic gray. I knew what my truck was. I just didn't know if they couldn't use the same name. And it's just a shade lighter, enough to piss you off. Like it bothers me so much. Anyway, that's what I used first, and it screwed me up. But you know, all in all, I think the project turned out really good. I'll try to get some better shots and angles and whatnot. Yeah. In case you guys are wondering, the camera that I'm using is the T3i, which is Canon's DSLR. It's a little rough. I'm not super upset about it though. I knew I wasn't gonna get a perfect, you know, perfect girl when I got done, but I am damn proud of this. I am so proud of this. And the billet was actually made for a 99 Tacoma that I chopped to fit. Surprisingly, the 99 Tacomas are they fit the same grill mesh. It's just a little bit of access. The only reason I had to use this though is I ordered some grill mesh from a piece of crap website that sent me too small of mesh. They sent me way too small a mesh. It was like 4 or 5 inches short on either side, and I was just pissed off. And I should have read the reviews online about the website before I purchased from them, but I read afterwards, and everyone's like, "Oh, this website freaking sucks." And I can't even remember the name of the website, so I can't tell you guys to watch out for it. So that's my bad. It's just a beautiful day to be working on the truck, and it's the nicest weather we've had. I live in coastal Georgia. I live on the coast of Georgia, you know, near Savannah and all that. So the weather's been terrible and humid and rainy, and I finally got some nice days and finished up this project as best I could. At first for the inside, I used the satin, and that showed blemishes really bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip over that. To fix, like, I used the filler primer, and then finally I coated the inside with Plasti Dip because that really fills in the gaps, and just makes life 10 times easier. Thank God for Plasti Dip. So it was such a handful to do this project. And don't get me wrong, anybody who's got any experience with Bondo or fiberglass resin or any of that stuff, you'll do this project no problem. It's just I suffered dramatically because I had no experience or knowledge of the product whatsoever. I sat in AutoZone for like maybe 5 hours with the dude, and he was telling me what I needed to do and what I didn't need to do. He was getting real fed up with me because I kept coming back and buying more spray paint. But this is the first Satoshi billet grill that I've seen. There's probably other ones, but this is mine. To hold in the grill, I used the resin and wrap my bolts with the resin, and you get, for the fiberglass repair kit, you come with like almost like a carbon fiber style paper mesh. I don't know what it's called, but I just wrapped the bolts and held them in place. It took about, I'd say about maybe 30 minutes to dry completely, and then I just did the same for over here. I really need to relocate the horns because you can see them through the mesh on a bright day. After I do that, I'm going to put 2 lights behind the mesh, and that'll probably be the last thing I'll have done. Anyway guys, thanks for watching.